Now, we can all answer these as well. Ready? We can all answer this too. Ah, perfect. All right, guys. Can you see that? Like, is that readable on your screen, or you want it bigger? You rewatching Game of Thrones or first watch through? Rewatching for me. Jazzy's watching it for the first time. Okay, so guys, if you had to describe your experience on Earth in one word, what would you pick? Hey, look, I answered already. Smash. Interesting is my answer. Interesting. Pain. Yeah, what up, Hitchcock? Boobies. Does that mean you get a lot of boobies then, Hitchcock? I believe it. I would say... Unfinished. That's good. I like that. That's a really good one. Eventful. Shay. Unfinished is probably the good one so far. It means that, like... Unfinished to me is like you're not satisfied, or you're like you have an end goal, and until you get that end goal, that's when you can be like satisfied with yourself. Existential, but existential how though? Nah, I feel like a boobie due to lack of boobies. Suddenly we're getting boobies for Hitchcock, then he could put his Hitchcock in the boobies. My experience on Earth. Unfinished is a good one. I'd probably say... Long? Ancient. These are your ones, are they, boss? Oh. Well done. I wasn't expecting to have an existential crisis in the first minute I was here. Time to go cry in a corner. No! Loop. A loop? As in, like, you think you're in a loop of life? Transformative. I can transform, yep. I can transform, yep. I'd probably say... I feel like evolving is probably it. Evolving or evolution. Probably. If I was not to say something like eventful or roller coaster or a bit more of an easier description, I'd probably say evolving. I think just because like who I am, I'm always changing something every year or trying to change it up every single like chance that I get, because then otherwise I get too comfortable, and if I get too comfortable, then I'm not going uphill. I'm just doing the exact same thing over and over and over and over, like a loop. Every day is the same for me, so yeah. It's hard to break the cycle, but you need to break. You need to break the cycle. Evolving like KSI? I don't get it. Poignant. Poignant? Use that in a sentence right now, Jacob. I only have you on my mind, Tribal Chief. Stop that. You stop that. I know what Greg's one word would be. Low! Yeah, I'd probably say like evolution or like evolving. Joey's life could be described as poignant. What does that mean? Can you use it in a sentence? You probably made the word up, old man. There's an age thing to evolving, I think. I remember thinking I'm in a loop at high school, but that rapidly changed into adulthood. Yeah, like it went from... It's like pivoting. Like pivoting points in your life where you're like, I'm young, I'm in my feels, chasing after girls and trying to impress everyone. Out of school, trying to clutch on to those fun times at school. And then it's like, you're in the real world. And then I just wanted to game all day, so I was lazy, had no job. It's like these pivot points in life have been, like, I've evolved every single time. Unfinished is a good way to describe it. Joey's life could be described as poignant. An adjective evoking a keen sense of sadness or regret. A poignant reminder of the passing of time. Oh, right,
Like
right,
you
I see.
You,
Hey, Koi,
you-
thanks, man.
you
Thanks for the follow.
specifically Are a loser.
I appreciate it, man. The sunset over the mountains was a poignant reminder of how fleeting yet beautiful life can be. Wow. That's a good word, then. Filled with deep, moving experiences, which to me, I'd say it has been. Yeah, I really like that. That's a really good one, Jacob. Bro, in high school, I was depresso because I was single. Then I looked back and I was like, I shouldn't have cared so much. Yeah, that's crazy, isn't it, Bones? Like, the culture is like, you got to get all the girls. You got to be popular. You got to play a sport. You have to be good looking. You have to come from a normal family. You have to have both parents. You have to have all these things in your life, and you have to be driving straight away and a car, right? But all of that stuff does not fucking matter when it's like 5 years on. Not even 5 years on, you know? Man is responsible for what he is. Thus, the first effect of existentialism is that puts every man in possession of himself as he is. That places the entire responsibility for his existence squarely upon his own shoulders. Damn, I really like that too, then, Griffles. That describes you, I'd say. Bird. I don't have bird. How would it be bird for me? Okay, everyone who said that bird would be my word, describe it then. How do I have bird as my word? You need a girlfriend, bro. You need to kiss every girl. Yeah, you can't be a virgin at this age. You have to hook up with all the girls, man. You have to play footy. You have to not like anime and game. You're a fucking loser. You were called gay if you were like, did any of those stuff. You know what I mean? Because you're free like a bird. Mow. Shut up. Bird is your way of life. Well, everyone knows. Mrs. Sang just did the bird clip next to me. You don't marry that woman, Nathan. All right. I would say evolution or pivotal, because every pivoting moment seems to be like, I remember all of those pivoting moments and they have shaped to me being more of a man, or they have shaped for me to come into more of my own. And this is one of the final or late stages of Joey that I won't be really having those pivotal... I have pivotal moments and stuff that's happened in my life, but as a person and as like a streamer and stuff, like we're going towards the tail end now. I think. It's a mystery. Hey, Nathan, did you get that? That's a WWE joke. WWE guy. Uh-oh, trauma dump. If this is a bad trauma dump, you're getting banned. The only thing I improved is myself. I used to care for so many people around me, but that gave me temporary happiness. And I felt had held back until I took a break from online, gone through therapy, gym, getting a better job, come back to Twitch with a better attitude, and best of all, I finally gained the trust back on my friend I let down. Yeah, it's really good, man. Sometimes taking the time away and taking it to yourself and having that reflection is like, it happens. You know what I mean? It does happen. That's true character. It is. Mystery like your machine at Velmussy. What the hell is Velmussy? You're fucked up. You're charismatic? You think I am? You think charisma is the one word to, like, describe my life? Wouldn't be too bad. I mean, I do have a knack for shit talking. I shit talked all my way through high school. I shit talked all my way through uni. I shit talked my way through my first job. Shit talked all my way through the job that I got really good at for my sales job. I shit talked my way up to gain the respect at my last work, and I'm shit talk all my life now. So I mean, it's not bad actually. Not bad. Daphnacy. You guys eat out. From experience, being healthy makes achieving goals in all other aspects of life so much easier. For me, I actually think good sleep. I gotta tell you, good sleep for me is like it's a nice one. Hey, Venicus. Morning, dude. What's up, bro? Shag Gussie. Okay. Yeah, yep. Having the good sleep. If you're counting it as like just overall health, then yeah. But specifically, good sleep or a good back enhances so much of your life, hey. Fred Dussy. Okay, you guys are getting too much here. I reckon you need to check General real quick. New Jork content for me. Okay. Ew, what the hell? Bro. What the fuck? What in the fuck? That's so fucked. Day 2 of being off nicotine, so a little on edge we go again. You're doing great, bro. Proud of you. You know what? Just for that, boss, can I show them the thing that you made? I've been meaning to show you guys this. Now, it could be taken in a really good way or a really bad way. Okay, boss didn't make it, I made it. All right? Okay, we don't have any snowflakes in here, right? For context, this is fucked. He's ready. He's ready. Now, if you're in this community, you'll understand it, right? But if you're gonna take it the wrong way, then that's on you. Ready? So this edit that I made, it followed the claw machine video that if you saw it on Instagram. That's fucked, isn't it? That's fucked. Nah. There's someone hanging right there.
I think there is a streamer streaming right there.
Me when you wake up past 10 a.m. Shut the hell up. Fucking losers. So I made that. Anyway, okay. I really wanted to show it last time. I was like, oh, I better not. But you guys would get it, all right? All in good spirit.
So why do you want to start Twitch? To be like him. Logan Paul.
All right, guys. All right. You ready for the next one? Are we ready for the next one? Okay. I'll read it out first and then I'll show it. There's someone on my Instagram that I've followed for years. I haven't talked to him in 3 years and only knew them loosely. Seeing their stories makes me want to reach out. I don't know how to approach it without coming off weird or creepy. So, I would say...
Everywhere I go, I see his face. Everywhere.
So, this next one, right? There's a lot of dynamics, so there's a lot of like things to unpack from this, right? So someone that you follow for a long time, right? If you haven't talked to him in 3 years, does that mean you haven't talked to them? Like, do you know them? As in, have they been your friend, or is it only something that you've only like messaged here and there, or messaged through a story? Or only replied to a story? Like, how's the relationship there already? Right? Seeing their stories makes him want to reach out. Now, what is on the story, or what are the stories that makes you want to reach out? Are they stories of, if immediately, I'm already thinking it's either, it could be a chick. It could be a chick where it's like, I don't know if I want to reach out. Or if it's someone's like, hey, how you going? Nice to see you, or something like that. Or if it's reaching out, it could be someone who might be putting a few like uncomfortable, or like to check up on them. I think either way, just to like, without coming off weird or creepy, the message that you first send is the most like important one, right? So, if it is like a man to a woman like dynamic, it's a bit more intricate, right? But it depends on the story. If it's just a chick who's got their photo of them, and it's just like a bit more provocative, or even if it's like, even if it's just like them, or if it's like a photo of them and stuff like that, like the first nature of it is like you only want to message them because you either want something, or if it's literally just like their stories reaching out, makes me either think that it could be like mental health related. So just reach it out, I think. Just be like, hey, I've been seeing your stories. Just wanted to check in. I know we haven't talked to you in a long time. Hope you're doing well. That's it. Someone going through a rough time, no harm in messaging to check in. Depending on the content of the stories, they can harmlessly reply. That's true. But there's also no expectation too, right? Like, if you chuck something out, there has to be an expectation that's like, they may not ever reply, or they might reply immediately or 2 days later. There just has to be like, oh, I did it. I just wanted to check in. It's your intentions, really. Considering someone's well-being is never creepy. How you go about it, sure, can be sure, but be a pal and check in. It's true. It's what the intention is at the end of the day. It's this easy. Hey, haven't talked in a while, but how's everything been going? Not this, I jawed to your story. Yeah, you don't want to react to their story with a fucking, what do you call it? The purple pickle. Just be real and respectful. Yeah, the approach is, it's everything in the approach. Honestly, just reach out or don't. You're like a precipice of yes or no. Do you want something from it? If you don't, then don't be ready for rejection. But it's the first step in reaching out is actually extending that hand. It just matters what the intention is. Aubergine, is that what it is? Oh yeah, that's what it says in TTS, right? Yeah, the eggplant. I don't know what it is. As long as you clarify to them that your intent is a checkup, yeah, I think so too. If I put out a few stories every now and then, and I was like, "Hey guys, you know, last month was Men's Mental Health Month. Hope everyone's doing okay. Checking on your mates." And then 2 weeks later, I'm like, "Hey, I just got back into therapy. Been doing really well. Had my first session." And then someone out of nowhere goes, "Hey man, I've been following for a long time. Sorry that this is going. Sorry this is happening to you. If you ever need someone to talk to, I'm here." That intention already is just like, that's how it should be. Doesn't matter. Doesn't matter what like dynamic it is. Man, woman, man, whoever to whoever. That intent is like, I want to look out for you. It's what lies behind the message. No expectation, no pain. Yep. But it's just to be like, hey, just want to reach out. Hope you're doing okay. They'll appreciate that. If I don't reply, don't take it personally, especially if it's a woman. They don't know you and you are randomly DMing them and they probably get it all the time. But it's also like I haven't talked to them in 3 years and only knew them loosely, which means that they've only messaged here and there, or it could be a viewer to a streamer relationship. It could be I knew them in high school, or I knew them from work, or the relationship is already just not like a us hanging out every day kind of thing. So if I don't like it, hit them with a womp womp. Yep, just be like, hey, just want to check in. And they go, I have a boyfriend. And be like, all right, bitch, then I hope you suffer. No, don't say that. I'm kidding. But if you reach out and you're really, really nice to them, and then they turn around and then they go, I'm fine, thanks. It's like, all right then. Okay, just leave you alone. Don't do a r/nice guy thing. Yeah. I agree with you, Greg. I actually do. Ran into a hot chick at a party, chatted for a bit, followed her on Instagram. We know each other loosely. Care is what matters. You can make a new friend or something more. Care is all that matters. Yeah, it's as long as your 100% intention is to be like there for them, or you don't want anything else more. You can be honest with yourself about it, and that's what it is. I have a boyfriend. I can't breathe. All right. Good comms, guys. All right, you guys ready for the next one? You can absolutely message them, but I echo chat. It's about the wording, intention. Don't make it an essay. Just highlight that you're checking in or saw something recently and put up and follow up on it. It'll catch their attention more. It's like being specific for that specific thing. Not like, hey, I've been seeing your stories. You okay? It's like, hey, I saw this and then I saw the other one from the other day. I don't mean to pry, but I just wanted to reach out to ask if you're okay. If you do want to chat, I'm here. It's like, one, you've drawn the lines of being respectful. You've drawn the lines without asking anything too much. And just being a voice, they'll remember that. Like, people remember shit like that, you know? But I'm a nice guy. Why do nice guys finish last? But I checked on this girl, and she's got 16K followers. And she does OnlyFans, and I checked in on her and she didn't reply. Ready? Just care. That's all someone sees. Yeah. I will remember people if they just go, hey man, I remember you, or like I have been following you for a while. Hope you're doing good. Sorry I'm not on Twitch. You've been killing it. I remember those people. I really do. I actually do. And then if they come in again, if they message again, or if they like my stories or something like that, I give the decency to message them back and be like, hey, I really appreciate this. Thank you so much. It's kind of the same thing as like even on Christmas, right? I had a whole bunch of people message me and I was like, that's just really nice. Thank you so much. Thanks for wishing me a happy new year and Merry Christmas. Like, there is a line between viewer and streamer, but that doesn't mean that I could be a decent human and eventually respond back. When people are like, hey, I hope you have a Merry Christmas and stuff. It's like, it's just nice. You know what I mean? Being nice is underrated. Being nice is overappreciated. More so. I don't think it's underrated. It should be a norm. And having that norm is so lost because it gets taken for weakness. And then when people see it for weakness, they take advantage of it and they take advantage of you. Hey man, I remember you. I've been following you for a while. Sorry I'm not on Twitch. You've been killing it. Fuck you, Venicus. How about that? You should be here every single day kissing my feet. I'll disappear from Twitch someday and I'll randomly message you, want to fingle my bingle at 10 a.m. later. If you left for 6 months and you go, hey, Dwaddles, I'll be like, oh, you've been out trying to fix your back with an 850 wheel, have you, bunny? But I thought parasocial relationships are real. Oh, sorry to break it to you. I've definitely been way too nice to people in my life. Fun times. Yeah, it's just being taken advantage of. And then it happens again and again and again and again. It's a vicious cycle. That's why you do have to be an asshole, man, sometimes. You gotta know your worth. That doesn't mean you should stop being nice to people. It's just you got to be able to give as much of your niceness to people who deserve that, not to people who don't like who will take advantage of it. And you have to go through it that way too, the hard way. You do. Always be nice. Nice is always respected. Those whom are nice and always appreciate, and those who are there to appreciate or just talk. There's also the part where you should be nice, but you need to give the right energy to the right people and the right time for the right people. Because if you can be nice and the people are like, yeah, good one. So let's just say like Ender, right? I hate to bring it to money, but let's just say I was only nice to you from the times that you give me money, and then I give you nothing for 2 weeks, and then you do it again, and I'm like very appreciative for that. You need to realize that there's that correlation between me being conditioned to treat you a certain way when you give me something. That shouldn't be that. It should be constant. It should be constant all the time. Hello, Gov. I hate having to be nice. Nah, I'm good. It doesn't feel right. I mean, you can be always like a nice person. But in my experience, it's pretty true. Being nice all the time doesn't get you anywhere. It really doesn't. I hate to say it. That's a really like negative thing to say. You can be nice, but you'll have the right people who you're being nice to give that back to you. Okay, should I tell my boss to go fuck themselves? Yep, do it right now. Call them up, bro. Say, I'm not taking your shit anymore, buddy. Fuck you. I'm gonna get a low taper fade. See what he says. It's actually really hard is to keep being nice to people despite running into shitty people and keep it up. Yeah, well, don't let those people ruin how you should be as a decent human as well. You just cast them aside. They don't exist to me. People who have been mean, like properly mean to me, or people who have like taken my kindness for that, or thrown away a friendship, or thrown away those efforts, they don't exist to me. They just don't. And I can say that in all confidence, right? People who are not around here anymore, people who are not around in my life, whether it be high school, uni, if even if it's like if they've been mean, or even if they've got no time, or you can tell what people are only using you for, they just don't exist to me. I'll be nice if people are being nice to me for it, but when I see the true intention, like, you just got to be smart. You got to be smart with the people that you invest in. And the people who don't give that investment back, or who keep crossing you, or who are toxic in your life for it, They don't exist to me. They just don't. The people who are being good to me, you'll always exist. Joey's only nice to me when he needs help with something or wants a cop a feel. I need my double Durgan Dogie. Treat others how you want to be treated. It's a cliche, but that kind of treat others how you want to be treated. It's just you should treat everyone with the same respect until they disrespect that or until they take advantage of that. You may want to be treated that way, but if they're not going to give it to you, why should you treat them the same way? I've always wondered. Come on. Come on. You've been a good boy. Let me tell you something. That saying of treat others how you want to be treated, I always put a different spin on it, or I don't take that as verbatim. Because I will always treat others with respect, or I'll give that respect as a normal thing. I want to be treated right, of course. But some people don't want to treat you that way. So if you keep giving that treatment to them, just cut that off straight away. You give the same energy for how you want to be treated. Basically. Should be high at first, but then match the level. And you always try to go above and beyond for those who are really giving you that loyalty. Or proven that. Yeah, I think the biggest thing as well, Ender, is like treating people as more of a you guys are first and foremost like people versus what you've done for me or the community in that sense. Like there's a bunch of you who I could say, oh, you've done this, you've supported me like this, and I'll keep treating you the same. No one gets a higher pedestal than others. I'm very, very appreciative because it's like, well, you keep me living, right? Hey, Leonardo. Sorry, by the way. But it's that thing of always treating people the same if you've been good to me, no matter how well you've done. Because everyone's on that same level. Am I closer with people and then treat people with different jokes or different banter or different levels of that stuff? Yeah, of course. But I mean, someone random who I don't even know could come in and do that. I'm not going to immediately be the best friend or put you in that close circle or that. You know what I mean? I've lost 3 good friends over the years because they were shitty to me. Unfortunately, life be like that. And they're going to keep doing it. It's a habitual pattern because they step on you for being a good person and being overly nice and going out of your way. It's a tough lesson, but the lesson needs to be taught that you shouldn't keep going back to people like that, or you shouldn't give all of you like that when they give you 20%. Should always be 100%. It's not even 50-50. I think that's bullshit. The real percentage is 100-100. You know what that is? 100% of you and 100% of them. To be real with each other. Not like, oh, I'll just give you half of my effort. Oh, I'll just give you, you know what I mean? So that's not how it goes. It goes 100% of your effort and 100% of their effort. Always. Hey, first time chatter here. How's your cocker hanging, doodles? Can I make a request? Can you not say dwoodles? The one thing not to say? I'll give you a $2 for a frozen Coke. Can I be higher in the pedestal? Okay. Give me $2 right now, Greg. I'll go get one tomorrow. See you, Bubbles. Take care, bro. See you, homie. One thing I really experience is when you cast away negative people, positive ones would always come around. Oh, yeah. For sure. And you don't need toxic positivity. You need proper good positivity when it's needed, right? TLDR, stop trying to order a steak from a vegan restaurant. You won't get it. Real shit. But the Woo had some flair to it, like WWE, like that WWE guy. No, the only request why is because when you type that, it's eerily close to someone on this platform that I do not want to be associated with at all, bro. That's the only thing. Genuine friendship, ones who'd be there for you. Yeah. I try to surround myself with genuine people. You are only as successful and happy, and you will act and have the same kind of like that lease on life with the people who you surround yourself with, or your closest friends like that. I don't know them, but all right, pretty much. Quesodals? Rangers, mate. He's got 2 mates now. Hey, Chen, thanks, man. Appreciate it. Thank you, dude. Welcome in. Thanks, man. All right, here we go. Are we ready for the next one? Get fucked. You got plenty of mates on here, dude. What's happening? All right, guys, I can't show this one. I will have to describe it to you, okay? So you'll have to listen up. Right, so this person says, say you've had a long-term Twitch viewer that is unique in their own way. What are your thoughts when a newer chatter comes in and acts and talks exactly like that person, or just people in general in the community? Interesting. Say? So me. Yeah, basically. So we got Greg here, and GB has started saying, hello! How would you feel, Greg? I just copy the funny guy. Well, that's what it is, right? People are wanting to fit in. That's the biggest thing on Twitch. New viewers will come in, they want to fit in, or they want to relate to the streamer, they want to relate to the community. You want to fit in. You know what I'm saying? I just copy the funny guy. Shut up, Domo. Shut up, bro. How are you, man? What's going on? Everyone say hi. If anyone came along like me, they get banned for TOS. Oh, like what, Doug? What would they say? I'm going to keep it real, though. So a long-term Twitch viewer, or even it could be anyone, it doesn't matter what tenure it is, right? People want to be able to be accepted, and people want to be... If I laugh at something that boss says, right? Boss goes, oh yeah, age jokes, by the way. Same age, by the way. Right? That's... People are going to want to get in on that. Right? They will. I feel like I fit in here, even though I'm mostly lurking. Of course you do. Of course. But do you copy anyone, though, Nefer, to fit in? Someone say, funny guy? Ah, here we go. The funniest guy in the community. Simothy? How are you, Domo? Have you had a good fucking holiday so far, bro? I can't get in on that joke because I'm not 80. Yeah, boss. But I think in my point of view, right? You are all unique chatters, viewers, fuck whatever, right? You all have a unique thing about yous. At least I think so. There's some of yous who do the same joke, or who are involved with the same joke, or you like to chuck out the same joke, or you can piggyback off it. It's not a bad thing, but I think I get a feeling I know where this is going. What I could say is People trying to jack your style is not cool. It's not cool, right? The way that you guys come across and the way that you guys have your own thing, it's like that's your thing. You've made it to be your thing. So don't try to hijack that other person's thing, right? Now you can't own anything. You can't own it, but it's like you own your own personality. There was actually a conversation a couple of months ago now where there was a situation. I never actually messaged this person myself, but I thought it was weird that there was... I can't put a spade to a spade, so you're gonna have to put up with my vagueness, right? Oh no shit, yeah. Are you going out for New Year's, Domo? To put it in a vague way, name names, coward. I can't. I actually can't. I can't. It's because I like these guys, right? Anyone who I like for it, I have to be vague. Unless I've got a real problem. If I don't like them, I'll sneak diss. But I like these guys, right? It's just, it's a tricky situation. Sup, Linguini? Oh, really? I'll be out in the city tomorrow, man. Oh, tomorrow? Day after. Yeah, I got my days wrong. So there was a situation a couple of months ago where I thought it was a bit odd that someone was kind of jacking like someone's style, not style of clothes, but just like they named their own stuff something, and someone had come along and piggybacked off of it. And I thought it was a bit weird because whenever you think of streamers, you think of a branding, you think of a name, you think of something that's like attached to them, right? Style of character? Fuck it, just name it. No, because this is a different situation. Nah, this is a different situation, right? And I had actually like asked around a bit. I was like, isn't there so-and-so's like thing? And then it got back to me. I was like, oh, they don't care. It's like, oh, okay. It's not my issue because I don't own any of it. I don't care. I just think, and other people are like, oh, I thought it was so-and-so's thing. Or it's like, I saw that this person has this person says this, you know, it's tricky, right? But at the end of the day, if the person doesn't care, it's all fair game, right? It's all fair game. So who am I to say if it's right or wrong? If the original person goes, oh yeah, that's something that we all say kind of thing, I don't mind. It's like, oh, okay. That's it. That's all it is. It was me. I'm ASAP Joey, but the S stands for Sim as possible Joey. You got me, guys. Nacho calling you bugs. Kill myself. Well, yeah, that's actually a good example, Jazzy. It actually is. That's actually a really good example. Actually, I know a so-and-so who jorked someone else's style. Well, here's the thing. The whole bugs thing, right? That's like, it's in the community now, right? But it's weird for someone else to jack that. And I don't like that. Because that's me. That's like my, well, it's Jazzy's thing and my thing, right? Yeah, so many places are booked out, so it'll be hectic on New Year's Eve. I'm going to Fortress. We booked out. We booked in for the event for Fortress, dude. But if you're around, love to see ya. Yeah, like I ain't gonna say it, but I say some fucked shit. Yeah. Like if you all said it, I would have shut it down because it's not something for you to use as a weapon or a meme. You understand? So look, at the end of the day, it's like, well, I don't care because it's not my thing. It's only the only person that cares is the person who originated it, or you have it as that branding and they don't care. So that's it then, whatever. Now, moving aside from that, right? Moving aside from that, if we have like a bunch of people here and let's say Sim is like, yo, like that guy can suck me hard through my jorts. And then someone else literally jacks it and then starts acting like Sim or starts stealing Sim's stuff. I just don't think that's cool. It's like, I'm like, that's Sim created, right? So, Sim trademarked. Yeah, fair, Domo. I'm be real, if everyone started saying it, I'd stop calling you it. Yeah, I don't want that either, because I like it. It's like whatever Jazzy brings into the stream for it, and if people know that's been our personal thing, and people weaponize it or meme it for it, I just don't like it. That's not funny to me. Oh, fucking sick. You'll have to show me the view, Domo. I'm suing anyone who claims to be old. Okay, sue yourself. I'm copyrighting the word Greg. No one could use Greg. Just Greg now. Just call him Greg. Well, no one would take Myth's 4-foot elf for Christmas no man jokes. Nah. So the guy or girl who has said, you know, a long-term Twitch viewer is like unique in their own way, right? What are your thoughts when a newer chatter comes in and acts and talks exactly like the person or just other people in general? I would almost have a conversation with them. If you notice that another chatter has acted like that, I would almost be like, yo, stop jacking my shit. Put it out there first to see how they take it. And then if it keeps going, then private message be like, hey, I don't like the way that, get your own thing, pretty much. I think most people that's in a relationship have a nickname of their partner. I don't want others to call them like I do. Yeah, absolutely. How much is it for a chimney? You could say it's on the house. Nice one, Jacko. Nice one. Ever thought of doing comedy? I feel it's fair game if the originator is okay with it. Yeah, pretty much. So, that's what I was saying at the start, right? There was a situation where I was like, oh, I know that this thing was attached to this person, and then other people were like jacking it, right? And then the originator just doesn't care. They're like, it's just a thing between us, and if people get onto it by saying it, whatever, okay. It's not my issue anyway. It's just, I think it's a bit weird for, like, looking outside in, but yeah. Like mimicking the original gangster style? Yeah, basically. Yeah. What if someone else had come in and said low taper fade? Hey, Greg? Joey can't use my pet name on stream. Shut up. I call you Durgy. That's enough, right? If you knew the nickname I have for Mrs. Thang, it'd be hilarious to you. Especially since you and Jazzy have been together almost the same amount of time as me and Mrs. Thangy. Really? Don't tell me it's something close to bugs. For me, I like saying shit that comes to meme within the community. But honestly, if something gets if something gets used too much, I move on and create a new thing and the cycle continues. Yeah, same thing. Same thing. Something dies off. You either make it like innovative again, or you innovate from that, or you just move on. That's how it goes. And then maybe you'll bring it back a year later and you go, damn, nice one. Yeah, this one. Yeah. Best song, huh? It's probably Bunny. It probably is Bunny, isn't it? You mean Miss AI bot? Miss Not Real? Nathan, Jazzy doesn't believe that Mrs. Thang is real. How can we prove it? I also take old meats and twist them if I want to keep them relevant. Bird has had one too many chances at life. Yeah, Bird's got like 9 lives. You know what I mean? All right. Good comms, by the way, dudes. Well done. Don't you have a picture of me and Mrs. Thangy? I do. I can show her it. AI, artificial intelligence is working wonders these days. Yeah, it's all AI generated, Thangy. Tomorrow, you have to take a photo of you and Mrs. Thangy, and you have to write on a piece of paper, "Hi, Jazzy." Okay? And then I'll show her, and then she'll know it's real. Thangy air form. You're not wrong. Are you ready? Here's the next one. What are your top 5 anticipated games from the Game Awards? And why is it Catly? It's because you can name all your little kittens Thangy or Nathan. It's kind of hot if you really think about it. Hey, Dwink. Yeah, it might be me. Loser. All right, next one. Okay, there's an actual question in here. I just don't know if I can read the first bit. Okay, I'm gonna skip the first 2/3 of it. And that's not Nathan's form. That's clearly Boss's. Shut up. Sup, Turtle? What up, bro? What's going on? Skip Ahana Genesis horny messages for life. All right, I'll read out. Say bang bang on the... Oh, that's right. That's for DMs. My bad, Dwad. Now, there's an actual question here, so I think I'm just going to... Here you go. just answer this one, guys. You can answer this. Don't cut it, pusser. Go be horny to Turtle now. He's here. How are you, bro? What's going on, Turtle? All right, guys. What are 3 things you're most keen on doing for 2025? Well, I mean, we could have a little bit of a taste for tomorrow's form, if you want to say it. So go for it. Fucking rigged. I need 850. You guys, you hear that? Nathan Genesis wants to play Assetto Corsa on his 75-inch TV. Can I put ASAP Joey as my answer? No, you cannot. Has to be a real answer. 3 times. Yeah, we're not playing What the Dub or Jackbox. We can have it as 3 answers. Dowie, Dwaddy, and Shelly. Can I have some actual answers? Oh, thank fuck. You know I can rely on you, Jazzy. Kicking work goals. Number 2, want to travel a little bit more. Number 3, spend more time with friends and meet new people. That's a good one. That's a good one. Work goals, we all want to feel like that we can like improve or keep like keeping it fresh so you don't get like burnt out. Traveling a bit more, always great. Always great, going to different places, being invigorated and then come back to work or come back to a normal life and stuff. And then spend more time with friends, meet new people. I think meeting new people is like, I love meeting new people, right? I love my group. I love all my friends and how consistently good it is. But it's like, there's so many more people who we could have in our circle or, you know, come into the bloodline even. Fortnite, Slurp Juice, and Moisty Myers. We all know Tilted Towers is the best. Learning guitar, starting a new job, and going to my first PAX. Oh, shit. Learning guitar. What song are you going to play first? I think I filled this in, but I can't remember. I also don't remember what I wrote. Is this for the Reset Sundays forms or for the 2025 stuff? getting fit / motivated. Number 2, seeing the Great Barrier Reef. Oh, shit. Number 3, potentially starting a family. Oh, nice. Boss, I know what name you want to choose, okay? It's okay if you want to, all right? It still works at that age. No one's going to say that. Bro, my dad was 60 when he had me, dude. There's hope for all of us. I want to work at a sex toy shop so I can get discounts. What the hell? Starting a family at 80. Classic. Number 1, get fit again and gain some muscle. Number 2, actually get a full-time job. And 3, spend more time with homies in Queensland. Like in person, that's good. Main goals are hopefully attend 2025 packs and finally be in the ASAP Joey community photo. Come on in! Love to have you. Make sure you come with a low taper fade. Otherwise, the meme is for nothing. Back in the 1700s, did you call my dad like 200 years old, 300 years old? Excuse you. 1, travel to see my friends in other states and countries. 2, finish off paying my parents' mortgage. And 3, save enough for a deposit on a house. Damn. The 2 and 3 is going to be hard, bro, but I believe. What the fuck? What is Jorkinator 5000 giveaways? Hey, Dino. What's up, man? The meme is still massive. I'll arrive with a hello. I need to hear it in person now, man. So you better get your ass over here. 3 things you're most keen on for 2025. Celebrating my 3 years. Nah, that's a bit boring. No. I have a personal one. I won't share that one. I have a personal one. So I'll say I'm actually keen on doing more collaborative shit on Twitch. Number 2 is to secure myself with like work, or secure myself with Twitch and doing like what I want to do in life. Number 3 would be I want to stick to doing my YouTube idea. I know these are all work sort of related ones. There's just one that I hold close to me. But one of them is to stick to something that I want to like really do. So like if I say I want to focus on doing like YouTube shit, I want to stick to it and not just be like, oh yeah, I'll do it. I want to stick to it. You know what I'm saying? Figure out what allergies my dog has so we can make her as comfy as possible. 2, get better at editing videos. And 3, stop eating bread top every 3 days and get fit again. Bread top? Fuck, that'll fucking get you, right? Dangerous. Not gonna put sleeping in past 10 a.m. on this list. Fucking loser. I'll fucking bash you every day at 10 a.m. if I could. I feel like I hang on to those weekends when I legit have friends back here that I could do stuff with. I think it's just also like I think that relates to your quality of time, Myth. And it feels like your quality of time is spending it with people. And especially in person and having physical presence. Would you say that's fair? UK, Europe, travel, the wedding in Lords. Drop 5 kilos, learn a new skill in either IT, writing, or even commerce. Wow. New skill is big. Weight goals too. Do you mind if I ask you, Davis, as well, by the way? Were you doing gym before PAX? When did you actually start doing it? Still bashing 10 a.m. special. Ball bashing 10 a.m. special. You're crush your ball sack, mate. I'm going to try and gain muscle. Good. Stick to it. Bench double digits. Secure the house and make it our own. And 3, have my job contract extended come March. Ooh, yeah. What's that? Past the probation period? Bench triple digits, I believe, bro. That's mad. Secure the house too. Big. Find proper work. Get more into some more active stuff and go on more holidays. You mean like go like interstate? As in like active, like being banging and banging? I started gym 2 months before PAX, and I'm glad I did. The dual disc was heavy. Yeah, shit, man. I still want my dual disc. Is that the one that you get from EB Games? Oh, Brumbies. Really? Red Top's sick, bro. Love it. I haven't had it in ages. The last one I had was at probably fucking Perth. If I was to add one more, it'd be get back into the gym. It's been 2 years and I've been struggling. You'll get it, bro. Next year. You'll have it on your list anyway. I like being around people. Being on Discord and in chat only does so much. Yeah, I figured you want physical like presence. I get it. Yeah. You do need that. I think I realized, especially in 2020, mental health like dropped down a lot because I only had one person who I was physically hanging around with. Like, ever since I quit my work at the end of 2019, I had one person that I was hanging out with for like a straight year. Unless it was like, well, PAX wasn't even around then. It was just one person, right? I saw my family here and there. And then when COVID got lifted, I was like involved with a group of like people who stream and stuff like that. But that really brought me back into like real life again. So after spending it with one person in like physical presence wise, like it only did so much, man. I feel like I was getting out of touch with reality a bit. You know what I mean? Really, Davis? Because I was going to say, and tell me if this is like far or anything, but that photo, the one that I sent you look good in it, man. Like, looking lean. Looking lean. There's been a change. Like, over the years. Yeah, I sure hope there's a sale going on. You know House as well, Greg? Yeah, I think there's a sale going on too. Catch you, bro. See you, Ranger. No, bro, thanks for hanging out. Appreciate it, man. I love being alone, but meeting new people and hanging out has been really fun. I can't do it every week. I'm a once a month kind of person. Yeah, Jazzy and I are very like, you got to book us in advance. Like, I need to recuperate all of my social battery. Do you know what I really like? And this is just like in general, like even if I say no, or even if I'm actually busy, or even if I just don't have the mental capacity to do it. Oh. I thought I saw something on my keyboard. This is... I guess I just like being invited to things, or I like being considered. I think one of the big things for me this year has been like seeing on... I can't say who, obviously, right? But I feel like seeing some like of my friends' stories, and if they're gone out, but like they haven't like directly invited or anything like that, I get a bit like, not like upset, but I'm like, oh, even though if it's just like going out to like, because we live pretty far away, right? But I just like being invited, you know? I just like that. I just like being considered. That's really it. So So even if we can't make it or whatever, and people go like, "Oh yeah, you guys should come out," it's like don't make it a last minute thing, but also just ask. You know, I just like being considered. I was the same weight at Queenstown swinging 2024 as well as in 2023. I call it a W. Wait, really? Yeah, I didn't want to say anything like just in case, Davis, but I noticed that video, that photo at PAX, and from noticing from maybe the last DreamHack or the last PAX, I was like, man, you're looking lean, looking good. It shows, like the shirt shows how tight it is. In the good way. Scott is away so much that when he's home, we just don't go anywhere because he's usually just here for a month max. But he's out here for almost 4 months this time, so we've been going outside. Yeah, that's mad, eh? That's sick. You have to make like the most of that, you know. And I think especially where a lot of time, well, Jazzy's off work, so if she like wants to hang out and do nothing for it, that's cool with me. I generally like just, even if it's just going to the shops or something, I'm like, I get outside time. Yay. I'm really like golden retriever energy sometimes when it comes to that. But I'm also like, can't be fucked. Or if it's like, if we actually got shit going on and we just want a quiet night in or whatever for it, same, right? Low-key considering going to Melbourne for my 24th. Up in the air since I don't know if I have work by then. Yeah, you just got to take it day by day and just what you can work on, what you can actually do or whatever. But yeah. It's good to see so many of us having big fitness goals in 2025. You know what the big thing is about it, Squid 2? The form that I've got pinned at the top, I want to hold people accountable for it too. So it's like, don't just fucking say that like you want to, like actually fucking stick to it. I'm so happy to stay home and eat takeaway, but we're just like going to Time Zone nearby and getting something to eat. Best ever. Like those small menial things, they're like mini dates to me in a way. So even just going to like, I don't care. I'll walk around a fucking store and have a look at like what dresses that Jazzy wants to buy and stuff like that. And even if we just sit down like at a cafe or something like that and just talk, that's like one of the biggest things that I love as well. It's just sitting somewhere and just talking, because it just means that we're not like, it's not like one dimensional. You can actually have proper good sit down conversation stuff. You know what I mean? I love that the most. So that quality of like time, what I was saying about Myth, like in person, like I like that too. Keep pushing. Yep. What if you made a fitness channel in Discord and hold people accountable, share success and motivate each other? We tried that once, Squid. It wasn't really being used too much. I'm going to be real with you. If there is a good amount of people who put in their 2025 goal that they want to lose weight or gain weight even, or want to be at a certain weight, whether it is up, whether it's down, I'll consider doing it again. We had it before in the past, but it just got kind of, it got a bit like convoluted. But if there is enough people who are going to do it and you want to be held accountable and really, really doing it for it, I'll make it. My friend group went back home, went out a bunch of times without considering me. It hurts, especially since they were a first real friend group. Even though they said they keep in contact, when I moved in Queensland, they did not. I've spoken to them every few times since I got there, and now some of them are trying to say, yeah, we'll have to catch up when you're down. Yeah, it's just either being nosy or saying it for the sake of saying it, right? But like the real effort is sticking to that word, or even just you take their word as what it is until you get there, and then it isn't. been our routine for 9 years. I think it's why we get together so well. Interests, hobbies, but also have our own friends and time alone. Time alone is important in relationships, actually. You don't need to be conjoined at the hip. You don't. I need it. Like, Jazzy needs it. We all need it. We need proper alone time. Hi, Unc. What's poppin'? Seen a lot of big paragraphs in chat. Yeah, it's because they're having good conversations. Let people be. Let them type the paragraphs. It's not a bad thing. It tends to happen. We make channels that people end up not using. Yeah, or it just dies off. Considering I quit PT for real, I'm happy to spearhead it. If people need advice, I don't want to DM. Yeah. Some people actually might just want it private as well because it is a private like goal. But I'll do it if there's enough people. If there's like 3 people, it's like, no offense, you can just message each other. But if you want to do like a hey, I'll do it if you do it in solidarity, yeah, that's cool. Most of my friends are in Melbourne or Perth. I'm stuck in this shithole called Cairns. This place is just a miniature Gold Coast. Yeah, it's hard, isn't it? And it depends if you can do everything solo or like just you, or if you need people around you or making new friends or whatever it is. But I couldn't move away, only if it was worth it. You know, it's a big like leap. Good idea, but people got to use it. Otherwise, it's going to be taking up space. Yeah, I don't want to have it on mine. Like, I have admin privileges. So does GB. None of the mods want all that either. Like, even if you privatize the thing, I'm like, oh, you got to sift through like a whole billion of them. So it just depends how it goes. As someone who lost 45 kilos over 2 years, I could say it would have been impossible to do it completely alone. Oh, definitely. Even with just like, even if you just get advice from someone who doesn't publicize all of that and you've just got it through DMs with it, you still got that advice and you got people who are wanting to help you, right? It's sick, man. If I need advice or something, I'll just message the person. Yeah. Unless you're all doing it in a group effort or it's like, hey, I need advice to do this or I want to share it. It just depends. It really depends. Yeah. I think just sticking to like a routine or holding yourself like to it is hard because doing it all yourself that's a higher level of discipline, I gotta say. You need someone else. You need like a PT. You need a friend. Like you need a family member. You just need someone to be like, go do it. Because it's hard to keep yourself going for it. You need external motivation. Can make group chats as well. That's what I mean. Like, I don't mind housing it. I really don't mind. But I think especially where people go like, oh, we could have this happen and it's cool for 2 or 3 weeks. And then it's the same thing where people just like, they either just drop off on it. I don't know. It's it just depends. It depends how people go about it and continue it on too. More than happy to have it. We'll just see tomorrow, I think. All right. Oh, okay. Next question, by the way, dudes. Next question. Hey, Zeke. What's happening? Anyways, I'm going to head off, watch some more Squid Game. Maybe everyone just kicked 2025 in the dick like it was me. Yes, picturing 2025 as Thangy, bitch. See you, bro. Not at 10 a.m. I will catch you tomorrow for the last stream of the year. Last stream of the year. Woohoo! And then we're going to do the 2-hour music thing as well. This person says, apart from streaming, how much time would you say you spend on your PC? My routine is in a normal work week. So I wake up and I spend about half an hour in bed, whether it's just catching up with like shit on my phone. And then I'll get up eventually, get on the PC, and I'll stay there for a while. If it's really hot, I'll actually go downstairs and chill out for a little bit. But I'll just be working away. And then Jazzy gets home at 5. So let's just say normally it's about 12 to 5. And then I go downstairs, hang out for a little bit. And then if I need to keep working on shit, I'll go upstairs for like another half an hour. Then go downstairs when we have dinner. And then talk to her until I got to have a shower, which is about half an hour before I hop on here. Whether it's 7:30 or 8 o'clock. And then I'm here. And then after stream, I'll just hop off straight away. I go downstairs, chill out for another hour. Half an hour, I'll go to bed. So a good chunk, like a 70% of my time is on here. That's just Monday to Thursday. On Friday, I do the same thing. And then when she gets home, I get off my computer. I don't do anything on my PC. I turn it off and I go downstairs and we hang out. That's Friday, Saturday, and then on Sunday, I'm back on. Usually I'll just be working on stuff, or I'll have a me day where I'm like, I'll just play games. I barely do like games like during the work week because I'm usually just editing or I'm just working on future shit, which I'm always on the go with. So I do spend quite a bit, but I have a good moderation for it. I have a flight on Tuesday. Where can I get Hungry Jack's Crown in Melbourne? Just get it from the airport. Just get fucking Macca's or Subway from the airport. Or that Greek joint. May I have some water? Merry Christmas. And a Happy New Year. I may not have had a PC, but is 10-hour weekly usage on my phone bad or good? I don't think it's that bad. Honestly, I don't think it's that bad. If you could be working on other stuff, yeah. We all need our downtime. It's just if you want to use your time better, you can. Everyone can, really. Good question. All right. All right, there's two left. I'm just gonna read these two out because they're a bit lengthy. All right. My downtime is putting on a comic book video essay before bed to help me sleep. Yeah, that's fine. That's what I mean. Like, what if you have like 6 hours of that as like YouTube or white noise? You know what I mean? All right, dudes, we'll go through the last two and we'll be done. All right. So, I got to read this first because it's a bit lengthy, and then I'll read it out, and then I won't show these ones. They're a bit lengthy. But I can read it out. All right, okay. All right then. So a bit of a lengthy one, so you'll have to listen up. Okay. I spent the last time of my year. Okay, This first bit doesn't make sense. I'll just read it out. I spent the time of the year evolving into being a better person. I've learned to forgive and forget. My life has been a roller coaster, and now I'm learning to cope with how life is. I might be trans, and that's okay. I just want to be happy now. Joey made me feel accepted a year or two ago, and now he makes me feel accepted again. I'm living life to the point where I can smile with those who are smiling too. I emotionally am more accepting of those who can be emotional. I just want to spend 2025 making those happy and trying my best to be the best person I can be. Non-binary, maybe trans, but that's okay. My wife accepts me, my family, and hopefully the community will accept me. I just want to be me. I think when we're talking about the question earlier where it's like, how would you like describe yourself or your life? People are always evolving and learning about themselves every single year as well, right? Whether you are he, she, they, I don't care. I mean, I care, but I'm saying I don't care that like whatever you pop up as in the chat, that's how you'll always be treated, right? It's always been the same. It's your life. That's the way that you want to live it. I think just having that like open-mindedness to everyone in the community, why the fuck should that matter to anyone else? You know what I mean? We're all discovering ourselves in different ways every week, even every month. Life changes, situation changes, your friends change, you change opinions, you change your stances on things as time goes. I think at the end of the day, though, if your real friends or the real people around yourself isn't accepting to the fact of any of these things for it, then you will always find others who will. That's just a fact, really. So I think you should keep yourself happy and focus on yourself, first of all, because when you find the right group of people who have the same outlook of like, it doesn't matter who you are or what you are, it's just unaccepted for me. Trying to fit in, being able to fit in with people or trying to fit in with people all your life is such a taxing thing. It really is, because you care. You care about what people think about you, think about how you look, how you dress, how your lifestyle is. And it's just exhausting because everyone is so judgmental or has a different take on everything for us. And when you've got a group or a community where they just where it's like, yeah, we appreciate you as a person, all that other stuff gets considered to be like, oh, that's cool, that's fine. It adds to everything where it's like, we already accept you as a person. Oh, you have this? Oh, that's cool. It shouldn't be that deep sometimes, especially in a Twitch setting. Really. Hope that makes sense. I think to that, making yourself happy first is a key step to a happy life. Well, yeah. I mean, everyone's really... There's a lot of the time where people are trying to perfect themselves for others or thinking about how I could be better for others in that sense too, but it doesn't really matter. As long as you're happy and you're trying to discover yourself as the time goes, your real supporters will be able to see it through with you no matter what stage of the year, or no matter what stage of the life, rather. Does that make sense? I just have too much to think about to be like, oh, so-and-so wants to be this or be this for it. Does it affect me personally? No. Do you guys you like men, you like women, you like trans, you like this, that, whatever it is? Does it affect me at the end of the day? No. As long as it's all appropriate and proper and that's the way that you want to do it. I'll treat everyone the same way and show respect to everyone, no matter what you go by. He, she, they, non-binary, we're all human beings at the end of the day. Yeah. Blood is blood. So I think this person, it's really cool that you feel that way for us. So I think I've always just preached the same way for it. If I'm playing Pokemon and someone's like, hey man, I like this community and you guys treat me well, and there's other communities where I haven't really felt like me, and I'm like, that's sick. It's cool, man. I'm glad that you can hang out with us. Watch me play Pokemon. Like I empathize with you and I understand, but there's always that time where it's like, hey, we're just doing this. This is what we're doing today. Cool. You know, it's cool that you can come out and you can be as open. I like that openness. Everyone is human. We should treat each other as equal. Yeah, it's the same thing. You guys are in the chat. You talk to me as the streamer for it. I'll treat you as a good community member. Same thing what I was saying before. Doesn't matter how much people give me, how much effort you put in is how that's measured. That effort being put in, that's how it's measured. Thank you, whoever posted that. I appreciate that. Hope you know that you're very, very appreciated and more than welcome. I did it whilst we were playing WWE. Yeah, it's fine. It's more than fine as long as people like understand. It's like I feel like people are just more caught up with like how negative it's been received through others, which sucks, right? And Twitter's a thing, and you know, Reddit stuff is a thing, and people preaching it like on stream it's like a terrible thing to be exposed to like that, or to be affected by, right? But there are communities and there are people who just don't take it to that, or who are completely accepting for it. And it's hard because you got to find those people, and you got to find those communities. You got to find the right people with that right mindset. The same, right? But at the end of the day, we all just want to fit in. So if you can all think that you can fit in to like this community and this makes you feel that way, then yeah. What quote have you heard that it hits the hardest? What's the Batman quote that's always resonated with me? You know how it's like you live long enough to see yourself as the hero. You know that? Congratulations on the victory, good sir. I knew you could do it. Fuck the haters. Yeah. Yep, that's the one that stays with me the most. Thanks, boss. And I thought my jokes are bad. Yeah, I really love this one. Ha 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 ho ho. Hee hee. I just love that. I just like the laugh. Die a hero or live long enough to become the villain. Yeah, you either die a hero or live long enough to see yourself become a villain. But you could be both. I don't know. That one's always been a great one to me. Yeah. Ta-da! Yeah, that. Tomorrow never comes, and it goes hand in hand with us wanting to achieve our goals for 2025. Yeah, I like that. Yeah. I like that. Yo, thanks, Pepsi. Can you give me a long, a perfect long life of Pepsi Max, please? Thank you very much. I appreciate it. What's your quote, Pepsi? Where is she? My favorite inspirational Fortnite quote. We're gonna get down. You know, the Chug Jug song? Just all of that. Tattooed on Greg. On his chest. You've already had a long life. SAB, alright, buddy? Alright? Probably my favorite quote is life moves pretty fast. If you don't stop and look around once in a while, you can miss it. Ferris Bueller. I think a saying, if this is allowed as a quote for a saying, stopping and smelling the roses. I think those kind of sayings really hit harder for me because I do get ahead of myself, and I used to be the kid where I was like, I planned out everything. I was like, I'm going to do this at this age. I want to do this. I want to study and do this. But it's mostly just living in the now, or like what you can control by doing now is I try to ground myself a lot with that. Fool me once, shame on you. Fool me twice. A fooled man can't be fooled again. That's good. I said it earlier, but I've been resonating with nothing worthwhile in life comes easy. Oh, yeah. Classic. You got the makings of greatness in you. You got to take the helm and chart your own course. Stick to it, no matter the squalls. That's nice. Treasure Planet. I have a really dumb quote that I like. It's not a dumb quote, but it actually came from Roman Reigns' documentary. And it was the quote where he said, "I'm the high tide." There was no one who carried as many ships as I did. And people are realizing, or they're saying that I was doing good while I was becoming great. Like that shit hit really hard for me, actually. Him saying, a lot of people don't realize that I've been doing good while I've been becoming great, or while I was doing great. I was like, fuck, man, it's true. It's true. And I truly believe, like, the ship carrying stuff, like, none of the COVID era guys are around, man. I'm carrying this shit for that. I'm the big dog, woof woof. Yep, and then he eats a tin of dog food. That's right. It kind of reminds you to keep pushing. Also look back and realize the effort. Yeah. Like, don't forget that kind of stuff. Yeah. Nobody's perfect. I gotta work it again and again till I get it right. Renowned poet. Hannah Montana. I like that. Hey, Ryan. Sup, bro? That's me. Tribal Chief. Yeah, that's the outro. We'll be doing that one, won't we? Soon. If your enemies can make edits, then it was never your build to begin with. Damn. That's the best one out of them all. That quite nearly reminds me of David Goggins. Who's going to carry the boats? Don't know that one. I'd say Half-Life 2. The right man in the wrong place can make all the difference in the world. So what you're saying is Elon Musk with $50 billion in Africa. You mean that one? Surely it will help. All right, last one. Last one for the year. If you're good at something, never do it for free. Hey, it's the other one I was trying to fucking think of. That one and the... What was it? It's not about the money. It's about sending a message. That's a good one too. All right. All right, guys. Last one. We're moving on. Last one. Ready? Okay. This person says, "Hi, I've been talking to an old high school friend since 2 years ago, and we kind of drifted apart after high school. 3 months ago, I only really started talking to her again, catching up with life, uni, and hobbies. I sort of want to hang out with her as friends, like going to a lunch or something. I want to go about asking her, but I don't want to come off as I'm wanting something more. I feel like it's still kind of weird since it's only been 3 months that we've started talking again. I asked her what she's doing for Christmas and New Year's Eve a few days ago, and she said she's leaving for a holiday soon, which sucks, but didn't specify when/where. Just seems like she's trying to shut me down. I don't know, maybe I'm overthinking. What advice would you give me here? Thanks. Well, I'm going to show this, and I'm going to go through it top to bottom, right? Right. So talking to an old high school friend, so 2 years ago, it's kind of like, it happens, right? You drift apart from your high school friends and you can always rekindle if you just make it work, right? So 3 months ago, started talking again with everything. I sort of want to hang out with her as friends, like going to lunch, okay? I want to go about asking her, but I don't want to come off as I'm wanting something more. All right. Then immediately, I think, so this goes hand in hand with the other thing, right? If you want to hang out with her just as friends, then make that shit clear. Just be like, hey, would you be keen on getting lunch? I don't want this to seem like it's a date. I'd love to catch up just as friends. That's literally it. That's literally it. Really. It doesn't get much more clearer than that. I sort of want to hang out with her as friends. Sort of. Why is it I sort of want to here, but then you go, I want to ask her, but I don't want to come off as I'm wanting something more. So how do you... I think you're in between it. If you say I sort of want to hang out with her as friends, you should know that you just want to hang out with her as friends. I could be reading into this a little bit more, but I just, like, if you sort of want to, you're already, like, I feel like you're thinking about it, but you want to ask her, but you don't want to come off as I'm wanting something more. This part where you say I'm sort of, though, like, I don't know, it just doesn't sit well. To be honest, most people would assume you're just having lunch as friends. It doesn't need to be stated. Not once have any of my friends, even when I was single, say, let's get food just as friends. So, this is where I feel you got to be a bit cautious, though, because if this end bit, right, is saying, it seems like she's trying to shut me down, where it's like, she's leaving for a holiday soon, but didn't specify when, where. Maybe she's not interested. It has to be within the context of, like, how she's been responding, if it's been back and forth. I just feel like if you don't want to, if you want to be just friends, I feel like stating it's fine. Yeah, it's fine to assume for others to be like, oh yeah, you're just here as friends. But even making those intentions clear at the start, she might open up a bit more. Or, like, she maybe will let her guard down a little bit. See you, Greg. Take care, man. She's allowed to shut you down? Oh, of course. More than okay to. If she's already shutting them down, I'd probably ease up on the idea. Talk a little bit more first or something. I feel like you have to get more of the conversation or more out of her. If she's not given anything, then it's just is what it is. She's probably just not interested in anything. It doesn't matter. She's just not interested, right? She's just responding by, like, just being nice by responding. You don't have to, like, you can't, like, push it either. I'd say it's a bit of an overreaction. Oh, of course it is. I got to agree because like trying to shut me down if I'm overthinking, it's a bit of an investment already. Even just speculating outside in, even if it's just all platonic, take it as it is. It doesn't sit right with me. I kind of agree with you, boss. You know why? It's because this part, I sort of want to hang out with her as friends, like going to lunch or something. Does that mean you just want, like, if you just want to, that should be set in stone. If you know you want to be friends with someone, then that's the line. That's why I said, even if you want to go to lunch with them, just say, hey, just wondering if you want to go to lunch. I just want to catch up. Nothing sus, not a date or anything. Just want to catch up. Hey, Maddie. Hey, bro. How you doing? Subjectively, based on the tone, it sounds like they're somewhat into the girl and afraid to be rejected. There's a little bit of like investment. That's what I'm leaning towards too. It sounds like she's just having a conversation. I think OP is an overthinker. I just want to seem like friends, but I don't know if I'll accidentally come off like I want more. It's a bit too worried about that specifically. I'm not sure what they mean by trying to shut me down if OP only wants friends. Now, as much as I do agree, there is that point where it's like that overthinking, right? I think as anxious as everyone gets, or as socially anxious, or if you're worried about it, that's okay, right? I just think the wording of this could be like, is that really the finality of the intentions? I sort of want to hang out with her as friends, like go to lunch. It's like, well, I want to. It's like, I'd be interested. If it was worded by saying, I'd be interested in hanging out with her as friends only, then I'd be like, oh, okay. Then now it's just putting it out there as feelers. But I feel like she might just be really busy now. Even if you did want to catch up, I just feel like I get what you guys are saying by saying like it doesn't need to be stated if you want to go out as friends. I feel like it does. No disrespect to you guys. I kind of disagree because if this person is already thinking about like wanting to hang out with them for it, and then if they feel like the other person's being cold, I feel like you need to put the intentions out. But it has to be the truest intentions of being, hey, I'm just wondering if you want to catch up with a coffee. Just want to get a coffee, catch up. I don't want to make it to be a date or anything like that. Only if you're free. Dunno. That's how I'd see it. I got to disagree on the not a date bit. Lunch is lunch. It won't come across as a date unless you make it seem like a date, which it sounds like OP might. That's where I'm leaning towards it too, boss. I'm with you on it. If the other person's being cold, stop pursuing. It ends there. Yeah. Always make intentions clear. If you never want to make someone feel like you're friends with, you're actually just going to get them. And other people, I got to say, are pretty, like, people can be quite manipulative or take advantage of that situation where you can get strung along. So you might have an idea of like, oh, this is a nice lunch date for me, but they're like, oh, I just get free food. It's the same thing for it. Intentions got to be laid out. And they don't owe, that's right. They don't owe you. Like, they don't owe you that. I think they're just being nice. I would maybe, if you're getting those vibes where you're saying, I asked her what she's doing for Christmas on New Year's Eve a few days ago, and she said she's leaving for a holiday soon, which sucks. Which sucks. First of all, it's Christmas and New Year's, right? They're going away. It feels like you're just already a little bit interested or anticipating something or already getting your hopes up. It's just, which sucks and sort of want to. There's different intentions, I feel. Tell me if I'm wrong, but It's just, it doesn't go hand in hand with being like, I want to go about asking it, but I don't want to come off as I'm wanting something more. But it's canceling each other out. You feel me? I feel like this needs more context. Wording is a bit interesting. Yeah. 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 The wording's weird, not doing OP favors. If you feel like they're shutting you down, leave it. See if they reach out to you instead. If you're always instigating conversation, it's not good for you. Yeah. Like, dead horse kind of deal. Or like, dono walling. See, why would someone who just wants to hang out as friends just say that? If I had all the intentions of just being like, hey, GB, I want to be friends with you, man. There's no... It's just like, hey, man, you want to catch up for a coffee? Yeah, sure. That's just like all his friends. But if I say that and I'm interested in him and I'm like, hey, you want to catch up for a coffee? It's like, yeah, okay. But then I'm like, ooh, now they're interested. It's like, well, he probably doesn't take it like that. This hasn't been, the lines are still blurred. I think if OP just said they were kind of into her, then it wouldn't be as indecisive. Me too. I wouldn't be as brash or I wouldn't come down as hard. But because the wording in this doesn't help, I just think there's something else. I'm sorry to say. I like the way the boss is going for this too. So it's awkward / contradictory. It is a little contradictory. That's the word. It's more so being overthinking a little bit, or I just feel like the intentions are what you want. Maybe I don't think you're being a bit truthful to yourself if you're wording it like this. It's kind of like, oh, if it happens, could. You're already getting your hopes up. You know what I mean? So maybe we aren't answering as intended, but we can only go off what's on the paper. That's all it is, really. Also, if you're good enough friends, you really shouldn't have to state if it is or isn't a date. So I guess giving OP the best bet gives this conversation some more time before getting into meeting IRL. Tough one with a little info. I personally think, right, if you feel like those vibes are off and you're just forcing it just to get the conversation for it, I don't think it's right. Like, I don't think it's right to keep it going for it. Maybe she's just being nice. She's probably just being nice and just responding. It's not worth your own time. You can find someone else to try and try to pursue things or try to, make good conversations with. Don't try to force it. Again, last thing, sort of want to hang out as friends. It's not definitive. You want a definitive outcome, but this doesn't do it for me. And then I feel like it's still kind of weird since it's only been 3 months that we started talking again. Friendship or not, right? I feel like 3 months, it's a bit of time as well. Bit of time, in my opinion. She's probably just leaving. I think it's just a bit too little, too late. And then here, which sucks, right? Seems like she's trying to shut me down. It's not. If you feel like that she's trying to shut you down through the last responses, then that's as is. Leave it. Leave it. And if you're taking those words more so to heart for it, then you're probably investing a lot more. For someone who's got an intention of just wanting to be friends for it, it's a lot to be invested in for it. It's also hard to know if they drifted back together. I think this as well, where it's like old high school friend 2 years ago, drifted apart, 3 months ago, started talking again. It's like, yeah, I just want the true intentions of like, we're not going to get all the story all the time for it, but yeah, it just doesn't sit well. I feel like maybe the convo was friendly, a little flirty. Maybe she kept it going to be nice, and might be putting the moves on a bit harder, and she's trying to say she's not into him as nice as possible. It could have been like the attention thing at the very start, where it's like, oh, it's nice to see you, nice to hear from you from high school, and then afterwards, it's like it just dragged on. It didn't. Maybe they just realized a bit early to be like, oh, is that your intentions or whatever. It shouldn't be this hard to invest in if all it is you want is a friendship, really. If you're worried about just wanting a friendship and you're thinking about all this for it already, then you know it's not just for the friendship. There's always going to be that little bit extra that's wanting more. Anyway, that's how I feel. Look, advice would be you could try once more and see how cold she is for it, but if she's really cold in the first place anyway, or she's not really into it, don't push it. Leave it. Find someone else. Go be friends with other people. Yeah. I just feel like it's not the 100% true intention to be like, yeah, I just want to be friends with you. I don't know, really. That's me. Anyway, all right, guys, that was the last one of the year. Woohoo! Woohoo! Yeah!